Hey footy fans, round 20, the Blues were not the result they wanted, losing to Port Adelaide 65-79. No Mackay, no Akers, no Tom de Koning, but I still think the Blues could have won this game. And I know you're losing talented players like that, and it is sometimes hard to adjust, but some players in this game for Carlton weren't playing their designated role, weren't playing in the position that they should have been. I would have loved to see Patrick Cripps in the forward line for most of the game. Didn't happen. If that happened, I'm not sure if the Blues would have still, maybe won, but I think they still would have got a few more opportunities with that adjustment. Port Adelaide, on the other hand, great win on the road. Saturday, the Roos lost to the Cats. The Cats just too strong for the Roos. Cam Zurhaar, very nice grab in this game up in Tassie. And good news for Cam Zurhaar, he signed a 5-year contract extension earlier in the week. Love to hear that, that shin bone of spirit, that loyalty that these players have for this club and the club's culture that's growing. And I can't wait till North Melbourne have their glory days and have some success, hopefully in the next few years. It's going to be so special to witness. The Suns lost to the Lions. The Lions, a great win on the road. I wanted to talk about Brisbane. They've won their last 8 games. They're on an 8-game winning streak and they're now in second spot. What was a roller coaster start to the season with results coming in dribs and drabs and inconsistencies, which were present at the time. The Lions, I think, have turned this ship around. They're on the up. They're pushing, to really cement themselves in that top 4. And I reckon they can have their hands on that premiership come the end of the season and come finals time. Saints, they beat the Bombers. We speak of finals. Well, the Bombers, it's not looking likely they're making finals. Definitely not flying up, that's for sure. Rowan Marshall, 1 goal, 26 disposals, 10 marks, 30 hit-outs. I thought he had a brilliant performance. And the Saints pretty much crushed the Bombers out there at Marvel. The Demons just lost to the Giants. Very close game. I thought the Demons might have held on, but they didn't. The Giants copped a big scare, but they held them off. And they're just hanging in the top 6, so they still need a couple of results to end the season strongly, but they'll definitely be playing finals, I reckon. Fremantle beat the Eagles 110-75. Sarong, very impressive. Caleb Sarong becomes a 3-time Glendinning Allen medalist. He loves it in the derby. Freo get the bragging rights, get a very nice win, and they're looking good in the top 8. The Pies with a much-needed win against the Tigers. Nick Dacos, 42 disposals. He was everywhere out there on the field at the MCG. And the Pies, a flicker of hope. Maybe, just maybe, they can scrape their way through the 8, but it's going to need to be picture-perfect stuff from here on end. The Swans lost to the Dogs. Now, I was disappointed with the Swans. I thought after a close, intense battle up against the Brisbane Lions in round 19, I thought the Swans might stand a chance on home soil. They might really bounce back and get a very nice win. But the Dogs were just too quick. They got out on the scoreboard early. The Swans couldn't keep up. And then the Swans tried to go through the middle of the ground, playing a bit of fastball, moving it extremely quickly by hand. But they rushed it, and that led to turnovers, and that led to the Western Bulldogs pouncing on these opportunities, stringing out on the scoreboard and getting a very nice win. The Dogs have won 4 of their last 5 games. They're now in the 8. On the other hand, the Swans still on top of the ladder, but they've lost 4 of their last 5 games. So concerning times for the Swans. They still need to finish this season off strongly. The Crows lost to the Hawks, a massive win on the road for the Hawks. Now in 9 spots, they're just peppering away at the most opportunistic time. They're just behind on percentage, a big win on the road. Guinea and Shoal had a couple goals each. I'm loving these fly-high Hawks, and I hope they can have a run in finals. It's time for Isaac's GMP of the round, starting off with my goal of the round. And what a goal it was by a Bomber. Besides the, poor result for the Bombers, this was one for the highlight reel. Zach Merritt, the ball somehow worked its way back. Now, not only was it a bit of a miracle and a bit of magic by Zach Merritt from the footy gods, I just loved how he followed the footy with his eyes and positioned himself in space away from the congestion and just had a great read on the play. Smart footballer, great IQ, and a great goal by Zach Merritt. My mark of the round goes to Aru Boy, and it goes to Charlie Comben. Lovely leap, got up on Henry's shoulders. A great highlight up there in Tassie for the crowd who showed up. The confidence and growth of Charlie Comben as a player this season has been extraordinary. He's been the most improved player for North Melbourne in my eyes. And not only the leap, but his work down back in the forward line, his marking ability as we saw in this play, and as I mentioned, that confidence. He's a great player, and what a mark it was against the Cats there. My player of the round goes to Andrew Brayshaw from the Fremantle Dockers. Gee, he shined bright in the derby, didn't he? 1 goal, 36 disposals, 2 marks, 7 tackles, 5 clearances, 7 inside 50s, 532 metres gained, and 14 score involvements. I love how Brayshaw's moving with the football. I love how he's stringing together plays and being a real driving force for this team alongside his partner in crime in Caleb Sarong. It's a duo like no other. It's a duo which is causing havoc for oppositions, and it's a very nice combo which not only moves up the field well, but applies pressure at all times around congested stoppages. Well done to Andrew Brayshaw on a great game, and also, as I mentioned earlier, shout out to Caleb Sarong as Freo got the bragging rights in the Western Derby. Now, round 21. I can't wait for this. It's a doubleheader on Friday night. We start off with Footscray taking on the Demons, the Dogs by 22 for me. I should say Footscray by 22 for me. It's the first time since 1996 that they've been called Footscray. It's all for Retro Round. And don't you love football when it's Retro Round? Just to reflect on the history of a franchise which was so special to so many people and still is. I can't wait, and I hope Footscray get a very nice win on Friday night against those Demons. And if one game's not enough, don't worry, there's a second game, the Eagles taking on the Suns at Optus Stadium. I've got West Coast to win this one, and I tell you what, if they do, I don't want to listen to Damien Hardwick's press conference, because I don't think he'll be a very happy man, that's for sure. Hope you enjoy the round of footy. I definitely will, as always, and as always, you gotta love footy. If you like that recap, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment down below your thoughts on the previous round, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And for more of my content, make sure to follow my Facebook page and also my Instagram page. Plenty of more sports updates on there.